Welcome and thank you for joining the Hospice Reports for Providers training module. The goal of this training is to educate you about the hospice reports available to you and some of the functionality of the Casper reporting system. In Module 5, you learned how to retrieve the Hospice Final Validation Report from the Casper reporting system. There are additional reports available in the Casper reporting system that you may request. These reports contain information from the hospice data submitted to the KEYS ASAP system. We strongly recommend that you print the Casper Reporting User's Guide to reference as you are viewing this training module. The User's Guide is available on the Hospice User Guides and Training page on the QTSO website. Not all of the available hospice reports will be outlined in this training module, though all will be described in detail in the User's Guide. To access the Casper reporting system, select the Casper reporting link on the CMS Hospice Welcome page and the KEYS National System Login pages presented. Enter your KEYS user ID. This is the same user ID that was used to log into the hospice submission system to submit HIS data. Enter the password associated with your KEYS user ID. Select the Login button, and a U.S. Government Authorized Use Only pop-up window is presented. Review the contents of the window. Select the OK button, and the Casper Topics homepage is presented. The homepage includes a Welcome to Casper greeting and links to the functionality available in the Casper reporting system. At the top of each page of the Casper reporting system is a toolbar with which you may access the Casper reporting system functionality. During this presentation, the Reports, Queue, and Folders functionality will be demonstrated. You are encouraged to review all the system's functionality that is outlined in the Casper Reporting User's Guide. To access a list of Casper reports available to hospice providers, select the Reports button in the menu bar. The Hospice Provider Report category displays in the left frame, and the reports contained in this category display in the right frame. There are several reports available in this category. Not all of the reports will be outlined during this training. Instead, the focus will be on the following: hospice admissions, hospice discharges, hospice final validation, hospice item set to print, hospice roster, and hospice submitter final validation. The other reports in this category are helpful with reconciling patient and HIS record counts to ensure HIS records have been successfully submitted and accepted by the KEYS ASAP system. You can find detailed information on these reports in the Casper Reporting User's Guide. The first report is the Hospice Admissions Report. It displays a list of patients who were admitted to your hospice during a specified time period. To request the report, select the Hospice Admissions Report link. You may select a date criteria option, which autofills the from and through date fields, or you may select different dates by using the calendar icons, or you may manually enter the desired date in the YYYY format with forward slashes. select the Submit button and the Casper Reports Submit page displays. This page provides the QID of the report request, the name of the report requested, and the user requesting the report. To view the status of the report processing, you may select the Q button and the Casper Reports Q page displays. The Casper Report Q page will provide detailed information including the report's position in the queue, the corresponding QID, the name of the requested report, the processing status, and the duration or time the report has spent processing. To view the completed report, select the Folders button. The report will be placed in the My Inbox folder once the processing is complete. Select the My Inbox folder link and a list of completed user-requested reports will display. Select the Hospice Admissions Report link in the right frame and the report will display. The header contains the report name and the time frame selected for the report. You will also see the provider information listed in the facility ID, provider name, and provider city fields. The report will list for all patients by patient identifiers including patient ID, patient name, Social Security number, date of birth, and gender. Also displayed is the patient's admission date and the date that the HIS record was submitted to the KEYS ASAP system. This report may be helpful in ensuring all admission records for a specific time frame have been successfully submitted to the KEYS ASAP system. The Hospice Discharge Report is also available in the same format as the Hospice Admissions Report, except it lists all discharges for a specific time frame. To request the report, select or enter the desired time frame. Select the Submit button, and the Casper Reports Submit page is displayed. To view the completed report, select the Folders button. Select the Hospice Discharges link, and the report displays. The Hospice Final Validation Report is another report available to hospice providers. The fields on this report are the same as the fields on the system-generated Hospice Final Validation Report that was discussed in Modules 5 and 6. You may request this report if you need to recreate the system-generated Hospice Final Validation Report. You may need to recreate the report if the system-generated report has already been deleted from the VR or Validation Report folder. This report provides detailed information about the records selected in the submission file. For each submission, the report indicates whether the records in the file were accepted or rejected and details any warning and fatal errors encountered. To request the report, select the Hospice Final Validation link in the right frame and the Casper Report Submit page will display. Enter the desired submission ID or submission from and through dates. You may enter a submission ID or the submission dates, but not both. If you request the report for a submission date range, one report containing information for all submissions performed during that time frame will return. Select the Submit button, and the Casper Report Submit page displays. As indicated earlier, you may view the status of report processing by selecting the Q button. To view the completed report, select the Folders button and select the Hospice Final Validation Report link from the right frame. The contents of this report are the same as the system-generated Hospice Final Validation Report. It is important to note that this report may contain privacy-protected data and should not be released to the public. The Hospice Item Set report provides the HIS items and item responses submitted for a specific HIS record ID. This report can only be requested for records submitted by or on behalf of your provider. This report can only be requested for records that were accepted into the Keys National Database following successful processing in the Keys ASAP system. Select the Hospice Item Set Print Report link in the right frame, and the Casper Report Submit page will display. Enter the desired HIS ID or Hospice Item Set ID. Recall that the HIS ID can be found on the Record Information portion of the Hospice Final Validation Report. Select the Submit button, and the Casper Report Submit page displays. To view the completed report, select the Folders button, and then select the Hospice Item Set Print Report link. As you can see, the report contains several sections